Hi Taurus, welcome to your April energy reading. My name is Kimberly from the Path Illuminated. As always, if you are returning, I thank you so much for your support. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on when I post new content here. Taurus, hope you're doing well, taking care of yourself as I'm recording this. It is March 29th. We just had the full moon lunar eclipse in Libra on the 25th. So I don't know about you, but that eclipse energy has been hitting me pretty hard. I've been pretty exhausted and all over the place emotionally. So hope you're taking care of yourself. I will be posting these soon, hopefully. Knock on wood. We'll see how things go. We are quickly approaching April. We're still in Aries season. We do have Mercury going retrograde on April 1st. So we are in Mercury retrograde shadow right now. On April 8th, we have the new moon total solar eclipse in Aries. And then we are actually going to be moving into your season, Taurus season, on April 19th. So all right, Taurus, let's get going right away. Thank you, angels, spirits, and guides. What are the most relevant message for Taurus at this time? All right, let's get a couple more cards here. Let's get one more. Okay. So Sun in reverse, I'll show you this card upright. When this is upright, card of Leo, this is usually considered the happiest card in the deck, but it's reversed. So what I'm feeling, Taurus, is you are coming out of a time of perhaps a depression, or as some in the spiritual community will call it a dark night of the soul, where maybe you've been processing and working through a lot of really difficult thoughts, emotions, patterns, beliefs, right? I think many of us have been going through this in one way, shape, or another if we're being with what's actually coming up right now. And like I said, you know, this eclipse portal has been really intense. I think that you have definitely been challenged in going deep into where you've been, who you are, and like really grappling with, Taurus, like what makes me happy, right? What do I really need to be content and at peace? Like happiness is such a challenging word for me these days because, you know, we are emotional beings, we are multifaceted beings, and we go through a whole host of emotions on a regular basis, on a daily basis, right? So you could start your day feeling like super happy, and then like something happens and like you're not, and that doesn't necessarily mean you're not content, right? But I think what this is saying is that you've been going through a really challenging time where maybe it hasn't been the easiest to find your joy, right? And maybe you have really been reflecting and continuing to reflect, right? Because as I said, April 1st, we do have Mercury retrograde, which is a time of reconsidering, reprocessing, reimagining, you know, even resting. So there may be some of this energy that is continuing into the beginning of April as we're still going through this eclipse portal and Mercury retrograde, where there may be triggers, there may be things that come up from the past, and there just may be a reconsideration of your entire life and belief system, which that's not easy energy. And it's not even like, oh, well, you're not happy. I think that the Sun in reverse is just an indication and an acknowledgement from the universe, Taurus, that you've been going through some deep stuff. You've been really excavating the inner workings of your mind, of your heart, of your soul, of your emotions, of your past. And you're probably going to continue to be working through that in April, especially because we have retrograde and we have the, you know, the new moon solar eclipse in Aries leading up to the beginning of Taurus season. So, you know, it's not like a bad card. It's just like an indication and an acknowledgement, I think, of the deep process that you've been in and continue to be in. Now, Ace of Coins, I do love to see this. I think that in April, there are going to be some really lucrative opportunities that come your way. And like, I feel like this is a gift from the universe because you have not been afraid to go into the dark. You haven't been afraid. Sure, I'm not saying it's been fun. It's clear that it's not been fun, Taurus, okay? But you haven't been afraid to acknowledge those deeper, darker, more overwhelming, more challenging thoughts and emotions. Right? You haven't been afraid to deal with your own darkness. You haven't been, well, maybe you've struggled with resistance. I think we all do when we're going through these deep periods in our lives, but you've been willing to face it head on. You've been willing to dive deeper into your own darkness, into your own depths, even knowing that there may be some scary things, some triggering things, some hard things to deal with. And Ace of Coins, you know, I think in April, there's going to be more opportunities that become available to you that are going to be like, it's a gift and an acknowledgement from the universe as a way to say like, hey, I see you. I know you've been doing the work for a long time, not just in March, right? Like for a long time. And I see that you are willing to put in the work and the time that's necessary to really come into a higher alignment with yourself and your soul purpose. Here's an opportunity. Here's an offer, whether it's a creative project or a job or a side hustle. I would definitely expect some opportunities to come in that are going to help you to build your finances and your stability in the month of April, Taurus. Knight of Wands, like for me is, you know, I also just like, I really love this card, all of the leaves. I'm not really sure what kind of fruits these are, if these are like apples or peaches, or I'm not really sure, but like for me, this is like, even though you've been in the depths, there's still been a fire burning within you about your creative opportunities and the passion and the things that you want to build in your life. And so like, I do feel like as, you know, again, these lucrative opportunities, whether they're business or creative opportunities or job offers or whatever, it's going to be different, slightly different for each of you. And the timeline is going to be slightly different since it's a general reading. If you're interested in a one-on-one reading, Taurus, click the link below. The only way to book a personal with me is via my website, just FYI. So if you're wanting more clarity on this energy, definitely book a personal with me. But like, this is, you know, I can see that you have still been fanning the flames, right? You have still been planting the seeds, and those seeds are starting to grow. Sure, they might just be little leaves here and there, but there's also fruit, right? Because you've been doing the work, maybe in the dark, and, you know, like it's like I said, it's the end of March. And where I'm at, yes, you know, where it's spring, but it's raining, you know, and this weather can be a bit unpredictable. So I feel like that's kind of like a confirmation that despite the ups and downs and the unpredictable nature of, you know, the energies of your emotions, you still have been cultivating your passion, your fire, your desire for something new. And, you know, I see you finding momentum to move towards these new goals, these new passions, these new projects, and they're going to be very fruitful for you. And Eight of Wands, which again is more fire energy, Taurus, like the momentum is starting to build for you. Now, again, the timeline of how this is going to show up for you is going to be different for each of you as an individual, but I feel like, just to understand, right, we have Mercury going into retrograde on April 1st and Mercury moves direct on April 25th. There is a shadow phase 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after, but I do feel like whether it is, you know, it could be during retrograde, it could be after, depending on your particular situation, you're gonna start to really feel the momentum forward. And I think it's gonna be unavoidable. It's like, whatever this sun in reverse is, it may have felt very stuck and stagnant for a while, but like, I think the energy's starting to move in April, and it's gonna like, it may leave you a little bit breathless, right? So, you know, I think like, get ready, like buckle up, Taurus, because things are really gonna start to move in a really, really fast pace. The opportunities are going to be coming towards you. You know, I feel like your creativity has already been, you've been like, again, especially with this Knight of Wands card here, like, it's clear that you've been cultivating your fire. You've been cultivating your creativity. You've been cultivating your passion. No matter the dark nights, no matter the depression or the triggers, you have been still cultivating your garden, right? And so like, things are really, the energy and the momentum in April is going to start to shift. And once it gets going, it's like full steam ahead is what I'm getting here for you, Taurus. So yeah, if this is resonating for you, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave me a comment below. Let me know how this is resonating for you. 6 of Coins. We love this energy, Taurus. And I love that there's fire in this scale, because again, right, there's a lot of fire energy here with the Knight of Wands and the 8 of Wands, because you've continued to fan the flame, even if at times it was like a little flicker. You still were, even when you felt like all hope was lost, you still kept that fire going, even when it was just a flicker. And that's what's helping you come into balance in all areas of your life, whether it's finances or relationships, just like generally your stability is really, and, you know, I'm thinking about the last couple of, and even like the last reading, it was all about you coming into balance. But this is the work that you've been doing. And it's like, finally, things are going to start to shift, and you're really going to start to feel the momentum. And you're going to finally start to see in your 3D reality, the evidence of things unseen. And for me, really the last week, faith has been a really big download that I've been getting from the universe. And there's, I'm not a Christian, but I grew up Christian, and I've read the Bible many, many times. And there's a Bible verse, I believe it's in Hebrews somewhere, it says, faith is the evidence of things hoped for. God, I'm forgetting it now. Faith is the evidence of things hoped for, the substance of things unseen, or something like that. And it's like, what I'm getting is that, like, even when it seemed like all hope was lost, again, with that little flicker, you were still fanning the flame, even when it seemed like all hope was lost. And your faith is going to be rewarded, is what I'm getting here for you, Taurus, more than anything. Let's see. Thank you, angel spirits and guides. 2 of Swords. So yeah, you're gonna have some choices to make, some I think probably regarding the, you know, the projects, the opportunities, the offers. You will have to figure out where is the best place for you to invest your time, energy, and resources. And, you know, because things are going to start to move really, really quickly, the one thing that I would, you know, advise to you is don't feel rushed, even if the momentum is like, the fire is like really off the hook. You know, because we are in this eclipse portal, because of the Mercury retrograde energies, just like, cross your T's, dot your I's, keep your boundaries high. You know, if you are feeling rushed, just take a step back, right? Things don't need to be rushed, and you do not need to make decisions from a place of fear, because whatever is meant for you is not going to pass you by, Taurus. And Queen of Swords, you know, again, for me, this is like, don't be afraid to wield your sword. And like, even though this is Queen of Swords and this is air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, like, with this sword, I see fire here, and there is like this dragon down here. So it's like, your feet firmly planted on the ground. Don't be afraid to cut off people, places, and situations that are not worth your time, energy, and resources. You know, continue to speak your boundaries. Don't be afraid of being the villain in anyone's story, right? Because like, you do not need to prove to anyone else how hard and difficult it's been, Taurus, because you know, right? So don't let anybody trick you into feeling as if you need to justify the decisions you're making, because the sun reversed, like, you've done the work. You've been in the trenches, right? You've been fanning the flame even in the moments where it seemed like all hope was lost. You've proven yourself to you, and you've proven yourself to the universe. And at the end of the day, you know, you choosing you and you having boundaries and honoring your boundaries, the people that are meant to be in your circle, they're going to respect that. So continue to be who you are. Continue to be fearless in your self-expression. Continue to be fearless in how you enforce your boundaries. You know, understand that you have everything that you need. You are protected from evil eye, from, you know, nefarious actors that may want to try to play on, you know, any perceived weaknesses. Use your sword as appropriate to cut off any misaligned energies or people that think that they can play with you. Like, if they're gonna F around, Taurus, they're gonna find out, and that's gonna be their fault. You don't need to apologize for being who you are, for enforcing your boundaries. I'm just gonna keep that real with you, okay? Like, you're not here to play games. Queen of Coins, you are here to build an empire. You have been doing that, right? And this is like an energy I love to see, because this is like your stability, your you know, financial stability, your home, your stability in home, and, you know, your finances in work, whatever it is. It's because you've done this work by yourself. But this is also like, be open to receive, right? And be open to working smarter, not harder. Because the Queen of Coins, you know, there is no gender in tarot. We all have feminine and masculine energies, as I like to make sure to remind folks. But like, in the feminine energy, it's about working smarter, not harder, right? Like, the work that you've been doing, I can see, has been in the spiritual and emotional realm. And what I would say again, like, yes, you have done this by yourself, defend your own stability, but also I feel like this is a reference to this Queen of Coins. Like, when things start to work for you, don't question it, right? Don't let, it's one thing to be able to recognize, right, when you need to cut somebody off, when you need to enforce boundaries. But when a good opportunity, when a gift is given to you, be willing to accept it, Taurus, okay? Be willing to accept it as a gift and a recognition from the universe that you deserve this, right? You've worked really hard to get where you are and to find the emotional stability, and the universe is going to start repaying you with actual, like, money in the bank and real opportunities in the 3D, because you've been willing to go through those times where all you had was your faith. So just like finding that balance, right? 6 of Coins, in the amount of work you're doing, the choices you're making, not being rushed, not making choices out of fear or paranoia, and like understanding that anything that is coming to you, even if it's from an external source, it's because you've cultivated this groundedness and this stability in your life. You are the one that has done the work in the ethereal realm and the spiritual realm to cultivate your faith and your fire in order to bring this into your 3D reality, Taurus. So just remind yourself of that, right? Like, try not to get into the, this is too good to be true, right? Enjoy it for what it is, right? Allow the universe to bless you. All right, if these messages are resonating, don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell me in the comments, Taurus, you are the Queen of Coins. You have everything that you need. You deserve all of the blessings that the universe is bringing your way. This is the Wiser Tarot. I'm just going to clarify and go a little bit deeper here. Just more shuffle. All right, Spirit, what else can you tell us about this message for my Taurus? You angels, spirits, and guides. Oh, that's a lot of cards, but I like to see these cards. Two of Wands, again, a card of choices, decisions. You know, should I stay or should I go now? You're really trying to make sure that you are using your energy and your resources appropriately, Taurus, and I love to see it. Nine of Pentacles, we love to see this, right? All of your abundance, you've done this on your own. You have cultivated your stability, your financial abundance, everything you have on your own, right? And because of that, you are going to be successful. Whatever you're doing, you are going to be successful. So like, you know, just know that like, yes, you may need to take your time in how you move forward. And I don't know if this is like, you know, he does have a globe in his hand. I don't know if you're considering moving, city, state, countries. Just take your time, right? Don't be rushed, but consider all of the opportunities that are available to you at this time, Taurus. This is good energy for you, Taurus. Let's see what else is here. And lots of fire, lots of passion. Again, you've been cultivating this fire in the dark, and your faith is being rewarded this month. Let me know how this shows up for you, Taurus. Let's see. Oop. We got another Queen of Pentacles here, Taurus, so I do love to see that. That's like amazing. That is amazing. You are moving towards a time of abundance and stability and cultivation. All of this work you've been doing in the dark, all of this work you've been doing when you were losing hope, right? Like you've put in the time and the effort, right? You've been working really hard. You're going to continue to work hard. You are a hardworking sign, but this is just like as much hard work as you're doing. Also recognize that you've been doing it for a long time, right? So make sure that you are balancing your energies and you are not burning yourself out, because again, as these opportunities and the momentum starts to really move yourself forward, that may be part of the challenge, Taurus, is not burning yourself out because there's so much available to you and you're like, yes, I've been waiting for this. Just make sure that you are tempering your energy. The moon, so definitely feeling like, you know, this eclipse cycle has been really intense for you, but also super revealing, right? And I feel like your intuition is really heightened at this time. Just trust that path, right? Like if you don't know, trust that you're not supposed to know right now. But if you're feeling led intuitively to make a choice, trust that. Even if it doesn't make sense to anybody else, as long as it makes sense to you, trust that you are being guided at this time, right? And definitely, you know, work with, the lunar cycles. We also have a full moon in Scorpio on the 23rd while we're in Taurus season. I definitely would work with that energy as well to release any fears that might be still there about making the right choice here. But I do feel like your intuition is going to be guiding you. Judgment, you know, trust your judgment. And also I'm getting like, you know, all of the work that you've done to get to this place of being confident in your self-expression and your boundaries. This is, you know, the universe is really behind you. Your guides are behind you. Karma is starting to work for you. And you look, I feel sorry for anybody that tries to get in your way is what I would say. Like people shouldn't be messing with you at this time, especially as we're moving into Taurus season. Like I definitely am feeling like, I'm not saying that you're wishing for this, but what I'm getting intuitively, Taurus, is you may learn about some situations and some people that have tried to take advantage of you or harmed you in the past getting their karmic due. And it's not because you've been doing anything, because you've been minding your business and doing your own thing. So it's not like you necessarily even have asked for this, but so I've found this that, you know, like I am a witch, but I don't waste my time hexing and cursing people that have wronged me, because I know karma's going to take care of it in the end. But oftentimes, even when I've moved on and I'm not even thinking about that person, I will somehow find out about something happening to that person that wronged me or was talking about me. And it's not about like, oh, I'm happy. No, I don't have energy to wish ill on anybody at any time, but oftentimes it's just a way for the universe to acknowledge the fact that that person wronged me, and that, you know, maybe things do not come into balance in the timing that I wish they would, but they always come into balance. So like, I'm definitely getting a very intense energy of you being protected. And we have, 8 of Swords, but in reverse. So like, I feel like any sleepless nights, any confusion, any lack of clarity that you may be struggling with at the end of March, beginning of April, you're definitely going to be coming out of it as you are moving into Taurus season. So I really love this energy for you, Taurus. There's a lot of abundance. There's a lot of success. There's a lot of stability after a time of you really being in the dark, but not being afraid to be in the dark. And the fact that you've cultivated this all in faith is why the universe is blessing you at this time. So if the messages resonated, don't forget to like, leave me a comment below. Let me know how this is showing up for you. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to end this reading with a card from the Sufi Wisdom Oracle. And we got surrender with joy, achieve greatness through surrender. And I feel like that Sun in reverse was you surrendering to the process. So let's just look this up in the book. Thank you again for being here, Taurus. I really appreciate you. Okay. Grace of God is like the flow of water, and the universe is like the river. Although a drop of water flowing in any part of the river is different from the previous drop, the grace of God remains constant. Everything in existence constantly benefits from God's infinite grace. Only the conditions change from one level to another. New circumstances evolve every moment for new possibilities. Dearest, life is presented to you as a divine gift of God. Everything that is created is endowed with all that it needs to continue its own life. Surrender to the flow of whatever is coming to you. Regardless if it is causing pain or joy, accept the unfolding as part of the chain of cause and effect. Sufi wisdom tells you that the secret to good fortune flows from surrender and selflessness. The key to transformation from the darkness into the light is hidden inside of you. You need to be content with this transformation within yourself to allow it to change you. You will then be able to share its fruits with others, and not just by the words coming from your mouth. Find the voice of love within yourself and let it be your guide. When you surrender to it, you will not be shaken by every change or every new thing that comes along. Focus on the beauty of life when a major change happens so you can be flexible enough to make the adjustment. Oh, Sufi friend, allow love to radiate from you so you can witness the glory of the expression of divine wisdom like other Sufis. Accept and surrender to the good and bad that happen in your life and allow the transformed life to shine through you. Move out of the way and let the divine voice have its way with you. Let love speak through your heart. Mantra. I am the living creation of the heart of a loving creator. I am the true expression of the spring of life giving birth to itself. Nothing in life can imprison me again. I love that for you, Taurus. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Sending you lots of love, and I will see you next time. Bye.